Hello, guys. Oh, and now all of a
Good
sudden-
morning.
Hello, guys. Today we're going to make a pumpkin soup with a homemade garlic bread. So we have, for our pumpkin soup, pumpkin, carrots, our cooked drained chickpeas, a potato, an onion. We have some salt, nutmeg, veg stock, pepper and garlic.
And to accompany this soup, we're going to make garlic butter to go onto bread to make garlic bread. So what we need is some fresh parsley, 150 grams of butter, some sea salt and some cloves of garlic and some bread of your choice.
We're going to begin by dicing up our onion and garlic and frying those off. While that's going, Judy, do you want to peel those carrots for us?
2 large carrots.
So we're going to just dice the onions up relatively small, just like that. We're going to go over to our cooker and turn the heat up to high. And we're going to do our little trick with the olive oil where we pour it in and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Out of the way, we're going to sweat off our onions inside.
How big do you want these carrots? It's just
Yeah, the smaller we cut the carrot pieces, the faster the soup will cook, basically.
Okay.
So not really big chunks. Yeah, that should do it just nicely. We're also going to just lightly smash 2 garlic cloves to go into this soup. This is the soup that the clients of Be-LeeF have on the first day they arrive here. This is their first lunch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pumpkin soup. Done exactly this way. We're going to throw our garlic into the pan.
So if you want to relive that first lunch, you can make this. What about this? Do you want this as yet or not?
Not quite yet, no. We're just going to sweat down the onions just until the onions are soft. And then we'll add our carrots. We'll just roll those in there. We're also going to chop up our pumpkin, small dices. Just like that. Again, the smaller you cut it, the quicker the soup will cook. This soup's going to make enough for 4 people, maybe with a little bit left over.
But this soup is okay to freeze, isn't it,
Yep,
Vere?
you can pop it into a plastic container, label it, put it in the freezer. Putting our pumpkin in. Give that a little stir. Get all the oil and onions and garlic incorporated.
Potato.
Potatoes, all inside. And we're just frying that through a little bit. Then we have our chickpeas. These are cooked in a can, in a tin of chickpeas. I think this is 300 grams. Being rinsed.
And we put chickpeas in to thicken the soup.
To thicken the soup and for flavour, really. Just
Yeah.
a nice taste. This is how they make pumpkin soup in Portugal. We're going to give that all a stir. So we're just going to, that's what we've got. And now we're going to add our seasonings. So pumpkin goes really well with nutmeg. So we've got a tablespoon of nutmeg. Tablespoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of vegetable stock.
Bouillon.
This is bouillon. This is
Bouillon.
vegetable bouillon. This is by Knorr, but I guess you have your own brands in Holland too. So we're going to put that in. We're going to give that a stir.
Milk.
Just for a minute, so we can get all the herbs mixed together with the with the vegetables there. And that's what we end up, a medley like that. There we have all the vegetables together. Nice little medley. Potatoes, carrots and pumpkin. And what we're going to do is we're going to now cover the vegetables by 1 inch above the vegetables with water. I'm using bottled water.
So we're going to completely submerge
the vegetables.
the vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going to pour the water in.
And keeping it on a high heat, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to keep it on a high heat. We'll just keep pouring in the water, and then the water is going to be covering the vegetables, and we'll keep going for about 1 inch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We can turn the heat down to medium. Pop a lid on that and let that cook for 20 minutes.
Those dogs are making a lot of noise today, aren't
Yeah,
they,
they
Vere?
probably want some pumpkin soup, do they?
They probably do.
Okay, so while that is cooking, Judie is going to make some garlic butter to go on to garlic bread to accompany.
So we're going to start off with the butter, which is nice and soft now because it's been sitting around and under these filming lights. So we'll pop that straight in, and then if you've got a fork, Vere, that I did put on the side there, and you start to mush it up.
Just to smash it down, okay?
And then you're going to get your garlic. For that amount of butter, 150 grams, I'm going to use 3 garlic cloves. I'll remove that bowl and give that to you so you can see what I'm doing. Now, you want to slice up the garlic. You don't want it in such small pieces because that's the lovely thing about garlic butter.
Garlic butter, big chunks.
Big chunks.
Give away the vamp.
Okay, so, but I'm going to say something and I'm going to only say it once. I had a message from a client who said, I made garlic butter, Judie, but it didn't taste like yours. So when we went through the list of ingredients of what they put in it, they didn't actually use butter, they used low-fat spread. So of course, it's not going to taste as good as mine because you have to use butter. When it melts in the oven, when it melts onto the bread, low-fat spread just doesn't have the same effect. So make sure you do use proper butter.
Yeah. And plus, low-fat spread actually isn't really a real ingredient. It's not natural, it's homogenized. Butter is churned from, from milk and cows, and this is good stuff.
Okay, so I've put my 3 cloves in there, so can you start chopping it about, Vere? That's it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add some rock salt to that. About a teaspoon.
We'll just keep mixing it in.
Just keep mixing. And then we're going to add our parsley.
Okay.
And I don't... Just chunky bits of parsley in there.
Rustic style.
Yeah. Throw it all in. And then give that another mix. And this is what it should look like. Do you want to show that, Vere? Fabulous.
Mixture of gloopy butter and garlic and parsley. Nice.
And I've got a rustic baguette here, but you can use any sort of bread you want. And all I'm doing is just chopping it in half, like that, then getting a chunk of the garlic and putting it on. Now, you notice how nice and thick I'm putting that on? That's what it should be like when it goes into the oven. Because if you spread it nice and thin, like you love to do, then unfortunately it won't taste like mine. Okay?
Nice.
And anything you've got left over, of course, you can just go into a tub and you can pop it into the fridge and it'll keep as long as normal butter does. So for a good couple of weeks. And then you can put it onto your bread when you have the Dutch lunches. Okay, and
Nice.
there you have it.
So what are we going to do with the garlic breads now, Judie?
What we're going to do is we're going to put them in an oven, 180 degrees
180.
for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off making some garlic breads for this one because we have got a few people here today who would all like to try my delicious garlic bread and garlic butter. So I'm just going to do that and then we'll pop those into the oven.
Nice. This soup will be enough for 4 people, maybe 5 people actually. So, you know, you get 1 baguette and you cut it in half and you can easily get 4 portions of garlic bread to go with your delicious soup.
But a portion is actually 2 pieces of this, okay? It's not just 1 piece of garlic bread.
Oh, is it?
No, it's 2 pieces.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll just put the oven on.
How's your soup doing?
It's okay, it's now bubbling.
Okay.
So that's good news. So we're just going to let that go until all the vegetables are nice and soft. You can test the vegetables by just putting a fork through a piece of pumpkin or a piece of carrot, and if it goes in easily, I mean that's not quite cooked enough yet, then you know that it's all going to be nice and soft, because you have to blend this once it's all cooked to make a nice pureed soup.
Okay, and how long does it take? About 30 minutes, did you say?
No, about 10-15 minutes.
Okay, this is quite a quick soup then.
It's very quick, yeah.
Nice.
As I said, the smaller you cut the vegetables, the quicker it will cook.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your garlic breads are in?
So you could have a whole meal really with the garlic butter, the garlic bread the soup in half an hour.
There's no reason not to.
Yes.
So it's been about 20 minutes now.
The garlic bread is done.
Ready.
Yeah.
We're going to check the soup to make sure that all the vegetables are soft and ready to be whizzed. So we'll just take a carrot and we shall crush that. And yes, that's
Perfect.
Very soft, and the pumpkin is soft. Potato.
And you can see how much liquid there is still in there.
Still just covering the top of the vegetables. Yeah. I'm going to leave that liquid in there. We're going to take our hand blender and we are just going to whiz that into a nice puree. It smells delicious. It Okay, so now we've blended that. I see Judie's got a spoon. We're just going to check the seasoning, make sure there's enough salt, pepper, everything in there. Would you like to taste it, Judie?
No, because it looks a bit hot. I don't want to burn my mouth. It doesn't matter if you burn yours.
Thanks. And that is spot on.
Yeah?
On.
Okay.
Yeah, garlic.
So I'm now going to get the garlic bread.
Yeah, it smells nice.
There's the garlic bread. As you can see, it's just browned around the sides.
And then we are going to just pour our portion of soup into our bowl here. And there we have it. A delicious pumpkin soup with homemade garlic bread. Done.
I don't know why I danced, but
Were you dancing?
I was looking for parsley.
I think you were dancing because you were happy because now lunch is up, yeah?
Yeah. No, I was looking for parsley.
Good job.
Done.
Right.